I've been married nearly 35 years, okay? And until I learned about DISC, I had no idea how to understand my husband, who is a high I, and I'm a high SC. So it was like this whole world opened up to me when I met Carol, like over 20 years ago, and she introduced me to the DISC model, and I started to understand, oh, is that why Trevor does what he does? You know, is that why he drives me crazy? Or is that why, you know, this, that, or that? And I think every couple living together, it's like, could take a DISC assessment.
Should.
Oh, absolutely. Now, I put a little extra slide in here, Carol, just to give a bit of a summary, because and you used a lot of these words here. You know, Carol talked about Ds are outgoing and fast-paced. Their energy is fast. DISC is an energy model, and they fear being taken advantage of. They always see their environment as antagonistic. Everyone's thing is out to get me. And so they have to be in control at all times of the task. And they like big picture problems to solve.
When you're looking at this class and participants, what types of things should you be giving to the Ds so they can win and you can win and everyone gets what they need? So be thinking as we talk about these traits, even if they're familiar to you, they've heard these words, but I'm realizing often I've got to get back into the, well, what is this style really the best at? And by the way, all of you who are learning to be people readers, reading people's styles so you can be the best you can be to make a we instead of a me. The Ds need jobs, they need roles, they need credit for, they need acknowledgement for what they do the best. Do not put a high D in a clerical mailroom sorting kind of a job. They would go crazy. And they, you know, this is, we need to take care of each other so they get the job they need, but not stomp and walk over anybody else.
Looking to increase your ability to relate to all types of people? Want to know how to effectively communicate and build relationships with family, friends, and coworkers? Then head over to peoplesmartacademy.com and take a look at the list of our DISC assessments. They are tailored to your specific needs. For example, there's the leadership report on how to use your style to become a more effective leader and bring out the best in your team.
So I styles are also outgoing and fast-paced and fear social disapproval. They like to focus also on people, just like the S styles, and they are outgoing and trusting. They have a very well-developed quality of trust within their personal style. S styles are cautious and slow-paced, as I am, and fear sudden change. That little mouse didn't start working quick enough for me before. And they like to focus on people, and they are, or I am continually steadying my pace. I have systems you wouldn't believe at home that you would die for. And C styles are cautious and slow paced and fear making mistakes. And they like to focus on tasks, particularly procedures and the minute details of those tasks. Would you anything to add to that, Carol?
Yeah, thank you. Just one thing is what each of you, I hope you're putting names and faces and categories of styles to the people that you know, live, like, friends with, acquaintances with. Put some faces with these styles so that you can identify it when you see that style showing up with someone else. And this again is how you dance on the disc. You go high in energy, you go low in energy when it's needed. It depends on who you're with and what their need is. So it's a game. It's really kind of challenging, keeps you up on your toes.